$100 truck, not even take care of his fucking responsibilities. This shit is
I just wake up and get money. 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 I got hundreds, 50s and 20s. I got hundreds, 50s and 20s. I got hundreds, 50s and 20s. Bitch, I wake up and get money. I wake up then get money. I sell plates so I ain't hungry. I take flights across the country. Bitch, I'm looking for that funky. We got Zaza and them street bowls. We ain't standing at no light poles. The bitch 360 light poles. I'm gon' handle all my rivals. With this music, I'm a problem. And ain't no one gon' solve it. You gon' put your page on private. I make money turn to violent. Niggas shout out to my shotters. All my workers move that product. If the devil wears Prada, then my girl must be the hottest. P.O. mad, I'm in the Bahamas. Had to pay him out my pockets. Can't afford no violations. I learned freedom time is priceless. They been saying I'm the nicest, so I'm upping all my prices. Wanna feature from the gang, it's gon' probably cost your mortgage. I just wake up and get money. 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 I got hundreds, 50s and 20s. I got hundreds, 50s and 20s. I got hundreds, 50s and 20s. Bitch, I wake up and get money.
Bitch, I'm finna wake up getting money. I ain't stopping, these hundreds keep stacking up. Stuffing duffel bags in the cyber truck. If she finna slide, then I'm finna nut. And it's no cap, we finna get racks. And if you talk back, then you can get slapped. One night stand, I ain't calling back. 45 tuck, I never lack. You gon' get smoke like a chimney. Now you sounding like crickets, you Jiminy. And that pussy looking like it's a bumblebee. And you don't need to ask, is she fucking me? Cause I roll it with 40s and 40s and 40s. And I got them running like cardio. And I just been shining my gold in the front. So now make them bleed like the time of the month.
I just wake up and get money. 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 I got hundreds, 50s and 20s. I got hundreds, 50s and 20s. I got hundreds, 50s and 20s. Bitch, I wake up and get money. I just 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 wake up and get money. I got hundreds, 50s and 20s. I got hundreds, 50s and 20s. I got hundreds, 50s and 20s. Bitch, I wake up and get money.
Say, man, it's Treetop Radio LA. Treetop Radio LA, man, I appreciate you guys tapping in each and every Tuesday to my show. Make sure y'all follow me on my YouTube channel. That's Treetop Radio LA, or you can space it out, Treetop Radio LA. You can follow, like, subscribe, and share. Every time I go live, you'll get a notification. I do marketing for artists, brands, and businesses. You can contact me on my Instagram page. That's Treetop Radio. That's Treetop_Radio LA. Make sure y'all holler at me, man. I got good deals. I do video editing as well. I do photography for any type of events. Just let me know.
Special happy birthday, Cuzzo. It's your motherfucking birthday, bitch. You getting old and shit, man.
You better turn the fuck up, Sabrina. Happy birthday.
The better you feel, the more you drink. The better you feel, the more you drink. The better you feel.
fighting hella demons, cause I'm stressing different problems. Niggas think they slick, I'm coming back and I'ma find them. Yeah, I'm from the 6, not 31, I'm not gonna rob them. I got my own problems, I'ma solve them on my mama. I ain't got no father, feelings had got softer. I'ma walk them down, I got them crawling like a toddler. Granny passed away and long lived job, my life got harder. Demons in my mind, I swear to God, my life got darker. Niggas keep on talking out, they neck told them stop talking. They say them demons fake, but I feel like them bitches acting me. Look over my shoulder, even when I got the strap with me. Don't tell me you love me if you gonna turn your back with me. Walking with a passion, swear to God, I got a strategy. Niggas keep on talking out their neck, I got them mad at me. Don't gotta appreciate, but I'ma prove that I got accuracy. You a murder and gallery, bed on my head, they selling me. Moving smart for a felony, baby headed, you cratty be. If I spin your bin, I know my brother gon' come after me. Dizzy my day running, my little niggas, they stay down to G. I'm trusting so much, I can just sit and smoke a pound of weed. Niggas said they got me, niggas buffing, niggas lied to me. First nigga got away with it, this time is no apology. Remember I was young as shit, my mother used to cry to me like a puddle of pants. Where the God is really drowning me. My father want me dead, I told that nigga he had clowning me. And he got me booked a couple times, don't come back round for me. He got me the way that I am, that's why I don't trust shit. Say that you forever love me, now I'm in the dust, bitch. Put that dumb bitch, yeah.
I used to shop at Motel, but I thought with that I had the post down, then they locked me back up. Never thought they locked me back up. You came with solution with the black, this time I got backed up. 25 on my head, I kept the number one and I did it. Well, honey, I'm alive, but I'm not. They said that they gon' ride, but they not. They said that they gon' my brother, you got shot. You know when he died on the spot. You like when he died for the block, real down with the stock. Brother, peace, my niggas. I can't believe I'm living. I'm gonna see the green light after giving. I'm trying to make it all man at the mission. I'm trying to make it all man at the vision. Solo still spinning. Hold the back and let me out of prison. Fuck that, they all still spinning. On the road, still spinning. Jiggy in the pool, still winning. Spinning on the block, still spinning. Yeah, I don't know how to be no one else. Really, I just be in myself. I haven't had to breathe by myself. I haven't shown the peace by myself.
Oh, hello. Welcome to TTRLA, the wonderful land of cartoons. Here, we make dreams come true. Anything that you want to do has to be started by you. Today on TTRLA, first episode, we have the Black Elote Man. That's right, the Black Elote Man. For those of my people around the globe looking at this commercial and don't know what an elote is, it's the best goddamn corn you'll ever have in your damn life. I'm going to have my man Black Cormac take it away. Black Cormac, it's on you.
And this is
Elijah and Femi, my helper.
Elijah and his helper Femi. And we're gonna learn how to make esquite. Okay, so what do we do first?
We get a cup.
Okay.
Add some coin.
Okay.
You know, like we feel like
Hey, Treetop Radio LA in the building. It's my birthday, you know what I'm saying? Month. Shout out to all the Aquarius in the building. You feel me? Shout out to my co-host mom, whose birthday was on February 2nd, just like mine. We litty, big Aquarius vibes, you feel me? And thanks to us, you guys, you will be experiencing a fantastic summer. It's coming soon. So shout out to us. Yeah, you already know. And you already know this is the best podcast in the world. I'm your best co-host. My name is Big Homie Smiles, man. Y'all can follow me on Instagram. It's gonna be Big Homie _ Smiles, backup page 41. You're gonna see the Avi is gonna be with a tree with headphones on. It's gonna say TTRLA. Y'all already know what it is, man. I need you guys to go ahead and like, subscribe, and share to my channel. The quicker we monetize, the quicker I'm able to make a second income for myself, you know, get this monetization thing down with YouTube. Currently, right now, my YouTube page got a strike on it. Cause these YouTube rules, young, I honestly, big ups to anybody who is out in the YouTube world monetizing their page and like staying strong, because it's a lot of guidelines and rules and regulations that you can easily violate on YouTube. They gave me a warning. I had posted this little Gunna parody joint where Gunna was snitching. He's like, I'm riding around, I'm snitching or something like that. But they gave me a warning for that. I was like, oh. Then I had put up something. It wasn't even that provocative. It was just a guy had a sausage in his mouth and his friend had a sword. And when he tried to slice the sausage, he sliced his man nose off. But the video I posted didn't really show blood or anything gory. It just more so showed the nose flapping to the side. But YouTube banned me for that. You know, not banned me, but they gave me a strike. And so now I'm on suspension until April. So if you go on my YouTube channel and you subscribe, don't worry, I'm coming back to you soon. But as soon as my strike over, as soon as they unsuspend me. But whether it's one or none, whether it's two or a few, you know what I mean? I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody tapping in each and every Wednesday to my show with me and my co-host who is out in LA doing our thug. We bring in wonderful topics to you. We are actually encouraging our community. We putting out informative information out there for our people. We not just trying to do get clout. I know some podcasts, they have a lot of people, talking on different situations, celebrities and all this and all that. And that's cool. That's what make y'all the money. But that's not what's going to help us build as a nation, help us create generational wealth, help us establish ownership. We need to be talking about real live stuff. We need to be talking about things that's going to help us go to the next level in life, things that's going to make us prosper, and not things that's going to cloud our mind with trash. You know what I mean? Because now the internet is getting like the TV is trash. You know what I mean? The internet used to be used for informative information. Now it's used for informative trash, clout chasing individuals. But we got a wonderful topic for you for today, man. Shout out to my cousin. He didn't even know. I was looking at his page. God must have told me to look at his page. When I looked at his page, I saw the topic for the night. Sometimes, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. My God don't give me the topics until maybe sometimes 20 minutes, 5 minutes. When he speak, I gotta listen. If he don't speak to me, I can't even move because I don't even know what my direction is gonna be. So I have to wait till he speak. And so today he spoke and he told me, Sabrina, I want you to speak on the difference between sacrifice versus service and how they can both be comparable. But I want you to understand. I want people to understand the difference between service and sacrifice, because some people think sacrificing is doing a service. I'm gonna explain. But before we get into that, I just want to shout out all of the DMV artists. You feel me? I want to shout out everybody in DC, Maryland, Virginia, Los Angeles, California, Baltimore, Maryland. You know what I mean? Everybody out there doing y'all thing. I really appreciate y'all staying consistent with this music. God also told me that I'm gonna be getting a sponsorship by a major record label soon. So me and my co-host about to be doing some big things out here. So shout out to that record label that's coming soon. I don't know which record label it is, but it's coming. We getting that podcast sponsorship. You know what I mean? Because they're going to look at my channel. They're going to be like, dang, these young people talking some real good information. We need to put them on a bigger platform. It's coming soon. Me and Black Corn Man about to be up in the way. You feel me? But before we get to the topic, I also want to shout out Black-owned businesses around the world, especially the ones that I'm the brand ambassador of. So we're going to shout out my boy, DJ Fresh Styles. He's from in the DMV area. He currently resides in Charlotte, North Carolina. He has a photography, marketing, and a clothing brand and promotional brand too. He does all that. So if you're an artist, you're a business, you need marketing, make sure you go on Instagram and follow 4am USA. 4am USA. I'm the brand ambassador. This is just a freestyle of one of they apparels. It's like a skateboard type of vibe gear. So if you're in Los Angeles, I know my LA kings and queens gonna really love this, and you know what I'm saying. So make sure y'all check them out. He's on y'all can follow the website. I believe it's www.4amusa.com. I do believe that is the website. Check them out. Go ahead and copy some good cool gear. This is 4 a.m. It's 4 in the morning. You know, all the good shit. I'm sorry. All the good stuff go down at 4 a.m. You feel me? Booty calls. When you get out the club, try and get some food. Booty calls. Sessions, smoke sessions, you feel me? So that's all the good shit happen at good stuff happen at 4 a.m. Also, we want to give another major shout out to my boy. I got to stand up for my boy. This is my boy, this is my co-host. This is his clothing brand. Number one, if you don't know, he's the only black elote man in the world. You will never find another black elote man in the world. He's the only one. He serves the best Mexican street corn you ever had in your life. And he's also a working father. And did I mention he's a black man? Doing his thing in expensive Los Angeles, California. So this is his hoodie. It's called the Elote hoodie. You feel me? Look at it. Check this out. Get up on this. Get up on this. Get up on this. Now, shout out to my blue and red fraternity members of the streets. I am not a part of the blue fraternity. So if y'all see me out LA with this, please don't go hard on me. I'm just supporting my family. You feel me? This joint is busting. So make sure y'all support black owned businesses. You feel me? Make sure y'all go grab his steez. This shit is really official, like a referee and the whistle. Woo! All right, I got all black owned shit on today. You feel me? Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead take the shirt off. Apparel. This is another black owned business and apparel is called Vibes. You feel me? Vibes Apparel. They're located in Los Angeles, California. Let me show you the back. Hold on. Hold on. Get into this. Hold on. Shout out to my boy Jay and PYT. That's her sister, man. She out there doing her thug. Shout out to PYT too. Make sure y'all go follow on all platforms. They call me PYT on Google. They call me PYT on YouTube. They call me PYT on Instagram. They call me PYT on Twitter. You feel me? Now this is the shirt. You feel me? This is the shirt. Make sure y'all go grab they steeds. You feel me? Shout out to Vibes Apparel, man. Bought Today's topic is called sacrifice and service, right? Now, before I bring my co-host on, because I think my manager just told me he pulled up. Is my co-host still out there? Can you check? Okay, he's still out there? Oh, snap. Hey, y'all, my co-host, he do a BIG every time. He got 10 of LA's finest hoes. I mean, top of the line dimes. You feel me? And then my man got do we got the Jordans that ain't even come out yet? All right, he always trying to outdo it, you know? All right, so we gonna tell him, hold on, I got a couple J's. Tell him it's 2 fat J's of that ZA rolled up for him in the back. All right, so today's topic is service and sacrifice, right? See, I probably like Sabrina, service and sacrifice. What is that? All right, now the reason why I chose service and sacrifice is because power and position are such common pursuits in our life, right? Entire systems, entire worlds are built around power and position. People, when you go to jobs, it's about power and position. When you are in a position of power, you're able to do and move around like you want, right? Many times we don't even pay attention to it anymore because it's just such a norm for us. The person in power and position, they in position. It's the position power. If you in a position, a good position, you in some sort of power position, right? As we fought, as for me as a follower of Jesus, and spirituality, I asked myself, what made you think about power and position? And I was thinking about power and position. I'm like, dang, those are two completely different words. If you have power, sometimes it don't always mean you in position. Now, when you in position, sometimes it don't always mean you have power. But if you have a position of power, and then that's the same thing. And then I was like, well, what about service and sacrifice? So service and sacrifice are are very different words, two different words, but they also hold the same purpose. I'm gonna explain. Let me bring my man in on real quick. Presenting to the table, Black Corman. Everybody make some noise.
What's the deal? We in here today.
We in here today. You feel me? We talk about sacrifice versus service. You understand? So the reason
and today
why
we multitasking. Hold on. Let me get in.
Oh.
Today we multitasking. You feel me? We in here with my dad.
Hey,
He
what's up,
doing
Poppy?
he's sacrificing for me and doing a service. So we cleaning out some storage so I can put a vending machine in here until I get a new location for it.
Look
so we
at that.
multitasking
Look
today.
how God do. He
Come
already
on
gave
now.
us the topic and we already doing what the topic talked about.
Come on now. We on point with it.
We on
Wait, before we
point
get to
with
it, though, I had a question for you.
Yeah.
When did you start the podcast? And then when was my first day on the podcast?
When did I start the podcast?
Yeah.
I started the podcast August. Nipsey Hussle's birthday. When was that? When was that? When he got killed? So August 16th, was that the 16th? No, May 31st. When he get killed? May 31st?
Yeah, the 31st.
Yep. So I started May 31st of 2021.
And then when was my first day on there?
May 31st of 2020. That's when I first came to LA.
Yeah. And then so when was I on the podcast?
You was on the podcast. You came in maybe about a couple months, maybe about 8 months after that. So I would say maybe like around July.
There you go. Since July. So it's been what, like a year? Maybe more?
Yeah, it's been a year. It's going on. Yeah, it's been a year. At the end of this year, we'll be going on our second year.
There we go.
Come on.
That's right. Steady strong.
Sacrifice and service out here, man.
Come on, tell them talk to me nice. Let's get it.
Yeah. So I kind of wanted to touch on, I'm stepping into the spirituality side of it. Shout out to Mom Dukes, she always have her Bible classes on Mondays and Thursdays. But Jesus was a perfect example. It's some stories in the Bible that's a perfect examples of service and sacrifice, right? So when you looking at the Bible, you have two brothers who were Jesus' disciples and have been talking with their mother about the emerging kingdom and rule of Jesus. Mom wanted to make sure that her sons had the rightful place in the new order. She lobbied directly to Jesus on their behalf. She wanted them to be right next to Jesus in position and in power. Jesus let Mom and her two sons know that they did not understand what they were asking for. He then gathered the entire team together and explained that position and power is not what the kingdom of God is all about. Jesus came setting aside all positions and being very careful with divine power. He came to serve and sacrifice on behalf of others. Anyone who follows him would do the same. Service without sacrifice isn't complete. Service alone can become a badge. Service that does not involve sacrifice becomes self-serving. Remember, Jesus calls us to serve others with real sacrifice. When sacrifice is combined with service, there's a transformation that is completely focused on the well-being of others. At that point, it is not about us. As followers of Jesus, we are focused on the people we have opportunities to help. So I'm gonna pause it right there. Now, when you're thinking about sacrifice versus service, you're not really thinking about Sacrificing versus service is they both go hand in hand. But when you think about the definition of sacrificing, when you think about the definition of service is an act of a helpful activity, and sacrifice is defined as the surrender of something prized for the sake of something else. So when you are giving service, you are acting in a helpful manner. When you are sacrificing, you are surrendering something that you care for in order for it to benefit someone else. Perfect example. We're going to use my co-host and his dad. His dad is giving a service to his son because he is doing something that is going to be helpful for Black Corn Man to be productive in storing his vending machines. He is sacrificing his time because
and his storage space.
In his storage space because he is doing it for the sake of someone else. That is so serving. So when we think about in a spirituality sense, sacrificing and service, you want to have both in order, and you want to be able to practice both because they both go hand in hand. We want to be self-serving, and we don't want our sacrifice to be something that is detrimental to us. So when you thinking about sacrificing, we in our minds, I feel like we think sacrificing is giving up everything we have, and we not coming, and it's not benefiting us. That's not really sacrificing. Sacrificing is doing something that is giving up something that you can always replenish, but in that moment somebody else needs assistance, so you're able to do that. So when we look at service, yes, and so when we look at service, we're looking at, just being able to give acts of service to people without us thinking that we should be able to receive something, right? Because we taught in society, if you give, you shall receive. Raise your hand if you was taught that. If you give, you shall receive. Sometimes if you give, you're not receiving nothing. Sometimes it's not about what you're receiving, it's about the benefit that you're given with your service. Like for example, did you know, or I already said that. So our intention is to be in the world we want to be as a giving person, but when we are sacrificing ourselves, giving is left out of the equation. So a perfect example, when you're in a relationship, right? A lot of times relationships fail because sometimes people are only serving, right? They're not serving, and sometimes people are only sacrificing. They're both not equally sacrificing things and serving each other. So when you're not serving each other and you're not sacrificing for each other, it feels like a pull. It feels like I'm giving more than you. You're not giving enough. You know what I'm saying? And then you have conflict. So if you're able to really understand what it means to be of service to someone and what it really means to sacrifice something for someone, then you'll have a better understanding of how you can help others be great and how you can continue to help yourself be great. You can always tap in. What you got for me?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think, at least me personally, I'm not really much on the service or sacrifice other than for my children, And sometimes, occasionally, I'll make some sacrifices in service for family members. If I'm going to do something that's going to benefit them, it's benefiting me, that they're in a better place, so that they're happier or whatever's going on with them. But other than that, I'm pretty selfish on this side. We got some learning and growth to still do.
Yeah, learning. It's all about learning and growing and elevation, because to truly give, to give is to receive. So I'm going to say that to truly give is to receive, and it's to sacrifice too as well. So when you're sacrificing things, it's not always a detriment to who you are as a person. It doesn't mean that you don't have boundaries. It just means that you're being a person of service. You're doing what Jesus did when he sacrificed his life for the world. Jesus ain't had to sacrifice. He served us. He served the world with his gifts and with the knowledge. And then he sacrificed himself for us so that we could, enjoy the fruits of his labor, basically. So, we always want to make sure that when we're dealing with being of service, we don't want to be confused that we're giving up everything that we got for somebody else, or we're sacrificing everything we got for somebody else. Because in order to really, prosper and benefit, off the energy of, being helpful to people, you have to really believe that. You have to really believe I can be of service and I can sacrifice too. Now, we probably like, why is it that we feel like we receive when we give? Well, because essentially we can't separate the experience we feel within ourselves from the experience felt within others. We believe that we are way more separate than we are actually. I thought this was funny. We believe that we are way more separate than we actually are. Our eyes tell us we are separated by bodies and distance. But the truth is, what is felt within people we interact with mirrors what is also within ourselves. So, for example, Black Corn Man, you was like, I'm pretty selfish. I'm selfish within myself. Now, that may be a reflection of what you seen growing up, or what you've seen around you, or the people around you and what they displayed. Because if that's something that you has been around you or has been displayed, whether it's by your parents, whether it's by, the mom of your children, or, work, that is something that is going to kind of formulate your mindset on what you believe is sacrifice, or what you believe how good sacrificing can be, and how good you think service can be, just based on your environment and how you was brought up to
I think a lot of it is also more I try not to blame it on anybody anymore.
Yeah.
And I like to see it as more the way that I chose to take in what I was shown and stuff. So this is what I've decided. This is what I got out of it from what I saw. It may not have been what was happening. It may not have been what the intention of who was doing it was, but this is my interpretation of what I saw or what was around me. This is what I decided to pick up, and that's the way it went.
Right. And because, and that's not a bad thing. And to be selfish, at the end of the day, we have to be selfish with ourselves. Being selfish with yourself is not a bad thing. So I don't want anybody to look back on this show and think, oh, Big Homie Smiles is like, don't be selfish. No, you got to be selfish with your time, with yourself, with your money. But you also have to be able to sacrifice your time, your money. You know what I'm saying? You have to be willing to serve somebody that can benefit from whatever service that you're offering. It doesn't always
and
have
I think that takes a little bit of selfishness, because I got to be in the right place to be able to give to somebody else. Otherwise, we both just going to be hungry.
Yeah, you have to be in a position too. And being of service doesn't mean doing things foolishly too. So I don't want people to think like, sometimes churches, I'm kind of digressing a little bit. Sometimes churches, especially, these churches now, they're like, tithe. Okay, you want to give back. You want to pay your tithes and author it. God says, wherein does man.
I thought tithes that's a crazy concept. I just found out that they actually expect people to give 10% of their income to the church. That's insane.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because that's how and that's how they got our minds. They got us thinking like, oh, I don't got it, but Jesus need it. So if Jesus need it, I got to figure out a way to get it. I don't really think that's when he said, does a man rob God? Wherein does a man rob God? He said, in tithes and offering. I don't think Jesus was really saying like, I think he was more so saying about the people who are in the church, the people that's running the church, that's really stealing tithes and offering, because it's not really going to what it's supposed to be doing. The congregation, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that the black people in society just interpret that shit to say, oh, sorry. Just interpret
it. It's not just the black people, though. Let's not do that. It's all churches. It's just the black people. We're the only ones that don't complain about it. We're not trying to. Yeah. You can't hit me. I'm getting hit over the head everywhere. I'm supposed to be able to come here and praise.
Yeah, we supposed to be able to pray. So it's not. I take that back. It's not just black churches, but white churches too. So these churches be thinking that just because, I don't know. I don't know. But that's not the type of service and sacrifice I think Jesus want. I don't think Jesus wants y'all to be poor out here. You
You about to get
giving up
hit by a
all your
lightning bolt.
dough.
You messing with his money, man.
I don't think Jesus want that. I don't agree with the 10% stuff. I think you should be able to give what you can give and sacrifice what you are able to sacrifice. But giving up a whole paycheck, 10%, that's a lot of money. You know how much 10% is?
I seen this video. They had a dude in the church. It's the whole church right there talking to him like, we know this is not the 10%. We know what you making. He like, hold on, what y'all talking about?
Yeah.
Y'all really got me in here trying to bust me down.
Yeah, then the pastor in Brooklyn, he come up there with the bust downs, with the Louis Vuitton pastor suit. I'm like, bro, you the last
Got a
person that can
GoFundMe
get
for the
some
church,
money.
but you riding a Lexus. Hold on, man.
Come on, bro. Come on. So when you give and the other person receives, you create an experience of receiving within yourself. So the gift is I was able to sacrifice my money in that moment and give it to help another in need. So that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't be foolish. Don't be, if it's your last, don't give it up. If you know you ain't gonna, it's gonna be hard for you to get back. That's what I tell people, you know, they want to borrow money from me, they want to do this and do that. And see, I'm always, if people borrow money from me, right? This is what I do. I'm digressing again. But if I'm sacrificing, if I'm doing you a service, right? If I'm doing you a service and I'm loaning you, I'm sacrificing my hard-earned money to help you, to be of servitude to you. Don't BS me and not pay me my money back. Like what I do, I put people on contracts, right? Because money, I'm not really like, I could blow all my money. I would care, but money is not like it's not a big thing. It's not a big thing. Because I've seen a lot. When you touched a lot of money is just, money is just like nothing. I love money, don't get me wrong. But I've touched a lot of money, so it's not okay. So I'm not tripping. If you borrow money from me and you don't pay me back, I'm gonna be upset. But I'm gonna remember that, and I'm gonna hold you to that. So you'll never be able to borrow money from me again. And I always tell people you on a contract. So if people violate contracts for me, that just means I can't really trust their word. I shouldn't even be a friend with them.
Yeah,
I
your
shouldn't be in
character.
a relationship with them. That means you're not financially responsible. You don't know how to financially discipline yourself to pay shit back. You can't pay shit back.
Man, forget all your problems though. It just shows you have no respect for me. If you're not, we different about the money though. I'm charging interest. This has got to be due this day, and I need this much extra. Like it's selfish on the money tip.
Yeah,
I
I
ain't
need
touched
to
a
be
lot
more
yet.
selfish. I need to be more selfish on that money tip, but I just hold people to it. And that's right. That if you borrowing money from somebody, they don't pay you back, that means they don't respect you at all. They don't respect you at all. Now, many of us, we give and we give and we give and we think we are doing the right thing. We like, I'm doing the right thing. I'm sacrificing my time, my effort. I'm giving service. I'm serving this person, thinking that we are being of service, but also secretly hoping that we will receive something for our acts of service. And sometime in the future, but unfortunately, when we give this way, the sense of receiving doesn't come. Instead, we burn out. I know the intention behind this. I thought I was giving is a good sense of receiving. Hold on, oh Lord, I don't be knowing what I write. Hold on. I know that the intention behind this, I thought I was giving is good. That you really wanted to offer yourself to help another. But here is the truth. When you sacrifice yourself, you sacrifice the others. That's it. There is no such thing as you sacrificing yourself for the good of the other. They always get sacrificed too. So when you sacrificing yourself, you sacrificing the person that you sacrificing to. You're not sacrificing them to benefit them. They're also sacrificing something.
Yeah, and I think it's a thin line between service and enabling. So at some point, it's like, okay, if you keeping this person on what they on instead of helping them get to something better, you're not servicing them. You enabling them to stay on BS.
You enabling them or say on the BS. And sometimes, you know, I have a problem with that. Sometimes I enable people. You know what I'm saying? I enable people because I'm so of service, you know, and I don't do things to get to receive. I don't give in order to receive. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to receive, but I don't do it. So
Yeah.
I think sometimes I can enable people who know that who see the genuine, who see genuineness in me and see me being nice and forthcoming. So that makes people
Take advantage.
more, yeah, try to take advantage and be like, well, you know, I'm sure you got it. Can I
Yeah, you
have some
got it.
of
It's
it?
all right. Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And so what I'm trying to work on now as I'm getting older is sacrificing sacrificing wants versus needs, right? Because sometimes we can get confused on the things that we want out of life as opposed to things that we need. I need to have my credit in a good position. I need to have be debt free. I want to have my bank account full. I want to have new wardrobe. I want a new house. I want a new car. But you know, I gotta
That's,
sacrifice my
yeah, that's not a
time.
need.
It's
Yeah.
not it's not really a need. You know, as long as I got a roof over my head, food on my table, clothes on my back, I got a career. You know what I'm saying? That's what your dad say?
Not nice. Remember, we in the store. That's a little Mexican food
Okay,
down the
I
way
forgot.
there.
Oh yeah. So I mean, I'm working on, you know, myself, and I'm working on, you know, not being an enabler, and I'm working on being, because that's my purpose. And also I chose this topic too because my purpose in life is to be of service to people. And so being of servitude sometimes comes with sacrificing, you know, things that you have. So I'm just trying to work on being one with sacrificing and servicing without taking away from who I am as an
Losing
individual.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Still staying true to myself, but knowing that in order to be in a better space with God, you have to be willing to give. And you sometimes giving don't necessarily mean you getting something back. And giving doesn't mean it has to be monetary, you know.
Yeah.
Giving could be information. I'm giving you information. I'm giving you my time. I'm sacrificing my time to chill with you. You feel me? So I think that's just what I hopefully did you understand was the topic a good topic?
Yeah, I understood it. We could have worded it different. We probably need to have a little chat about it before, but I definitely understood it. And I feel like, at
Yeah.
least within the last couple of months, I've been on some giving, not looking to receive, but being willing to give. And at least for me, that's not the usual. I'm not really one to give out for any reason, but I've been trying to give without looking to receive.
Right, right. So I mean, it's all about growth, and for real, the purpose of this show and the topic was to basically show people that you can still, you know, you can still walk this life in a spiritual sense, and you can still be who you are, but if you really want to see life as a whole, you have to be willing to serve people and you have to be willing to sacrifice some things. You know what I'm saying? Just to see the benefits of what you're doing.
And it's definitely
So,
beneficial to yourself without you getting anything back. The feeling that you have of knowing I was able to help somebody, that I'm able to do this for somebody in their time of need. And that alone
yeah.
is a great feeling.
Yeah, you're not gatekeeping information. You're not holding nobody down. You're not trying to withhold information for somebody to go to the next level. You see somebody, you see an old lady across the street, you run to help. That's subservice. You sacrificed your life, run across the street, go help grandma, get her back across the street. I mean, it's just about being a nice human being. That's basically what I wanted to tell people to be nice. You got to treat people how you want to be treated. And if you don't have the things that you want in life, then you have to sacrifice for it. You have to sacrifice until you get it. And if you don't got it and you don't want to sacrifice, you won't get it. You won't never get it unless you sacrifice. Black Corman tell me this all the time. You be like, Man, I can't wait till I get an employee like you. But you know.
Oh, me, I'm telling you. I wake up thinking that the way you said it, you said I woke up and I was thinking about making these people some more money. I'm like, yes, that's the kind of employee I want. And my
Yeah.
sacrifice and service to that employee is gonna make sure they getting a good paycheck. They happy in their life, and make sure they come on in the morning and make me a lot of money. It sounds good.
That's right. That's right. And on the back end, I'm learning, and I'm gonna be at the high level. You know what I'm saying? So all that is a chain cause and effect. You know.
Yeah.
But that's that's all I had for today for real. It wasn't really too long, too short. Sacrifice versus service.
Service. What happened with the black inventors that we used to do? We need to get back to and the
Yeah, I
story.
need
We don't
to
got,
what
we
I
don't
need to
got
do.
stories no more. We don't got the black inventors to start out the show. We missing the flair, the touch.
Yeah,
The
I'm missing the
Sabrina,
flair,
where is
the touch.
that?
See, I gotta sacrifice. I gotta sacrifice my time, and I gotta sacrifice, and I gotta do myself some service and bring that flair back. But I think I just wanted to try to see if I could, be more serious on a serious tip. But I got sacrifice. I'm bringing the stories back, B. I'm bringing the
Yeah,
stories
man.
back.
I like the stories. They were original stories. Something you wrote. That's your little touch.
Yeah, that's my little touch. I think I might have just got discouraged from my stories because of my situation when I got dumped and shit. I think all that just discouraged me. I think a little bit from doing it. But I got to get back
We
into it.
don't let a hard time humble us. Come on now.
Yeah, fuck no. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get back into this shit. So we go next Wednesday. The flares back. We coming back with the stories now. The Black Inventors. I can print stuff because we are in the month of February.
There's definitely gonna come on. It's definitely gonna be stuff out there.
So I'm gonna print. So I'm gonna bring that back. So what I'll do is I'm gonna print these Black History facts and random Black History facts. I'm gonna bring that back, and I'm gonna bring my stories back too. So I'm gonna bring my stories back, and I'm gonna bring the Black Inventors back, and we back on and popping. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. See, this why this why we go together like white on rice, man.
Yeah, man, you gotta be you. It's your podcast. Don't let nobody else dictate what you do or don't do on it.
Absolutely. So that's all I got for today. Did you want to tell if you was God forbid, if you was a die today or tomorrow, how can it remember you?
What's my quote for today? Get up and get to it.
Get up and get to it.
It's not gonna happen sitting down waiting on it. Got to get up and make it happen.
Fact.
We've been spending this week just getting to it, going out, passing out the flyers face to face, hand to hand with the customers, getting to it.
Get into it.
If you're not putting in the work, you're not gonna get the results.
If you're not putting in the work, you're not getting the results. I hope y'all hear this shit. This is factual. If you don't put in the work, you're not gonna get the results. There's a lot of people out here wanting results, ain't putting in the work.
Yeah,
how you want results? You're not putting in no work, sir, ma'am. No. So my quote is nothing beats a failure but a try. Nothing beats failing but trying. How can you fail if you don't try?
That's right. And failure is just a lesson.
It's a lesson. Sometimes we got fall on our behinds a lot of times before we understand what the benefit of falling on our butt was. You know what I'm saying? So each and every day we get better. Black Corn Man, tell them the website and give them your Instagram page that they can track you on, follow you on if they want to keep up with the Black Corn Man of LA.
The website is blackcornman.com. All the socials are on there. Go on there, buy something. We got the rugs, we got the merch, we got more merch actually coming out. We about to restock the lighters. Tap in, blackcornman.com.
Blackcornman.com. Hey, Black Corn Man, I appreciate you. Tell your moms I said happy birthday again. Tell your dad I said shout out to him for being and raising
His
another
birthday was on the 23rd too. His birthday was on the 23rd of January.
Your dad Aquarius, bro?
Yes, ma'am.
Dang, boy. I know they be calling your bullshit out. Dang, you been hit
Good thing I
twice.
don't got no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? All my shit be human shit. Come on now.
Man, boy, they raised you right, boy. Dang. Shout out to the Aquarius in the world, man. Shout out to us. We make amazing kids. So we this is a year of Aquarius. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Tap in with me. Big homie _smiles 41 backup page. Make sure y'all check me out on YouTube, Spotify, TTRLA or Treetop Radio LA. You feel me? And Black Coleman, I appreciate you always tapping in with me. I'm gonna put you backstage. I'm gonna play I have a story, so I'm gonna play that story, but it's a cartoon version.
Play the story.
I'm gonna play the story. I got you, bruh. All right, let me play the story for my man. Now, let me give you some background behind the story. So this story takes place in Capitol Heights, Maryland. It's located in PG County. We call Little Baby Southeast. We like literally a minute from Southeast Washington, D.C. So this story is about Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner where I was being greedy as shit. I'm sorry for cursing. I was being really greedy. And I confiscated both the turkey legs off my mother, busting turkey she made for Christmas. My brother was so mad. Enjoy.
So it's Thanksgiving. My mother just cooked a massive Thanksgiving meal. I mean, grilled turkey stuffing, cabbage, seafood macaroni. It's banging. It's smacking. She done got me from Baltimore with my dummies. You feel me? Now at the end of the Christmas dinner, you feel me? You know how people want to get food to go, you know? And we didn't really have a lot of people here. It was just me, my mother, my brother, and one of my mother friends, right? So I'm not gonna lie. I was being greedy. All right? I didn't do nothing with malice. I was just being greedy. So I came upstairs and I took both the turkey legs and I put them in my to-go trays. Now my brother come behind me. He think he about to get a turkey leg. They gone. He blow up like the Grinch. You took both the turkey legs. I'm like, bro, you can have one of the turkey legs. I got it right here. He's like, no, you're selfish. So to this day, right now, my brother hate me over 2 turkey legs. True story. Yeah. Say, man, it's Treetop Radio LA.